Dude, don't do this thing. I already know what you're going to do with the field goals.
Yes.
Pathetic.
Because you stink at it. You're going to be like, nobody can do it.
No, but it's hard. And unless you train for it, I'm just going to say there's no version of your father, 70, 60, 50, 40, that could ever kick a 50-yard field goal. Ever. There's no version of Greg Cody that would ever
He
would have kicked
did it when he was in
field goal.
college. Like there are people that say he got close. I'm not saying he did it.
He did it, okay.
But he played soccer.
That's fine.
And the
But-
Codys.
But we're doing this just because Tony can't do it. Tony's not.
Well, and it's just far. I didn't like it when you look at it. You think it's not that far,
But the
it's
reason
far.
is because you and Tony can't do it, so no one can do it.
I don't think that Greg ever would have been able to do it. Okay. But then I didn't know that he played soccer when he was younger. So
He was a college athlete.
Why would Tony think that he
intramural.
could do? There was a lot about that I didn't understand, like why it was happening at all. But
Billy, thank you. I have been wondering the same thing. Why did this happen in the first place?
I was wondering if I missed something where it was like this is a thread that we're following through on that I missed, but I don't think that was the case. I think it was just he decided he wanted to show people that he could kick field goals.
he
I
wanted
will
to
say-
do the top 5 doing field goals.
I will say, no, Tony was given the task. Let's make these more, give us and I don't want it just you standing giving a list. Make it more interactive. So this is what Tony gave us. And I applaud his effort.
Yeah, no, and the thing was he had a couple in warm-ups while he lost the football. He kicked it in some guy's backyard because we originally had started on the 30 and like 30 yards away, and then he kicked one that was very high and it was wide, but he had this power. And then the field we were at, very low nets.
Oh,
so
God.
there was a lot of balls going over. I'm like, dude, I do not want to have to chase 5 balls into people's yards. So then we moved it back 5 yards, and then that's when you saw
I
what
do
you saw.
feel bad that this happened to him. Like his brother's getting married in a couple days, and he has to give a best man speech. And he's gonna be
I don't
like,
think he's not seriously injured.
Fine.
Yeah, he
He's
He's limping
fine.
around.
Yeah.
What are the extent of the injuries?
Yeah.
Do
He
we
had,
have
like,
any
I-
confirmation.
I would say he pulled his hip flexor a little
Yeah,
bit.
and massive
Pulled it a
bruise to his
little
ego.
Yeah. Yeah, because he was walking fine. He had like a small limp, but if he would have tried to kick
God,
again, it
a
probably would have
limp?
been worse.
A limp.
Yeah, small, very small. He was fine.
It was so
should've come in
funny,
with a neck brace.
like watching you, Billy, yesterday, or sorry, on the day that happened.
save, and abuse.
Have to be positive throughout the entire show,
Yeah.
and you were doing amazing. You were not struggling with it at all. There
I'm
were
a
maybe
positive guy. This place
one-
honestly brings out the worst in me.
I mean, yeah,
yeah, I
Said, been there. But you were doing such a wonderful job being positive all show, and there were only like a couple of things here and there that, a little under your breath, behind the scenes, whatever.
Whoa.
And the moment that Tony started, from the moment he started, you just couldn't help yourself. And when he got hurt, the amount of, oh my God, soft that was happening, not for air, just you actually reacting to Tony just being Tony. I don't know if I've authentically laughed that hard in here in a while.
The thing
It was
is,
really funny.
It's a move, and I was watching, for instance, I don't think that you watch Love Island games. I know that you watch Love Island, but there's me and my wife are watching. I'm not really watching that much anymore because I don't.
I only watch Real Love Island.
I'm not in on it.
Yeah.
But so Love Island games, they're they eliminate
Is it like the Disney
people.
Channel games?
I
Never seen Disney
Remember?
Channel games.
my guess is probably not, based on Love Island being kind of like the base there. I think
Sure.
it's a little bit different than whatever is going
You
on
don't
on
know
Disney Channel.
What Demi Lovato was getting up to?
I don't like that. That's a friend of mine. We hung out. We're friends.
Yeah,
Don't
Billy
talk
went to
about
her
That's not an
concert.
insult.
Yeah, exactly right. Anyways,
The summer started then.
That's right.
According to Thomas.
So, anyways, on Love Island games, spoiler alert, sometimes they eliminate people based on voting. Sometimes the people, it's fan voting. It's really difficult to follow.
They just decide. We've decided that the
But there's-
2 lowest voters are out of here.
There's other times that there's a competition, and as a result of the competition, the loser of the competition goes home. And there was a competition, we're getting spoiler, this guy Chris, who is telling us oh, I'm a basketball player
That's the guy that was
internationally. blah, blah,
Huda's
blah.
last love interest, right?
Yeah, the season before.
Correct.
So he was there, and he was in it. And it's this thing where they're in a boxing ring, and it's squared off. It's 4 squares, and there's 2 colors that are diagonal, and you have to drag this giant punching bag into your square while the other person's pulling it away. And then after the time runs out of 45 seconds, whoever has the majority of it wins the point, and it's first to best of 3, so first to 2. And after 1. The guy's I can't anymore. I can't. I broke my finger. My finger. And it's dude, I turned to my wife immediately. I'm like, he's faking this.
Yeah.
That finger's not broken. This is a tough battle, but he would rather be eliminated from this show saying that he had a broken finger and it was a medical cannot continue
Then
than to lose. and be eliminated.
And that's what you're accusing Tony of doing?
He's not accusing.
As soon as it happened, I was like, this Tony situation,
But-
because it was his last kick.
Yeah, but a hip thing, if you like try to kick hard
his
with a
kicks
bad
were terrible, bro.
I
Like the last
rewatched
one
it
was so
a couple
bad.
times, and I couldn't tell when it happened.
That's what I was wondering too. Did it happen the kick before? Because he kind of like
That's why I was
was
skeptical.
walking through that last attempt. He's just like, no, like put up his fingers, like, nope, can't go anymore. I'm done here.
I thought he had like a false start. He was going to come
just
back, try to
think-
kick it again. and
That's
he's
what I
"No, no,
thought.
it
You make
hurts,
fun
yeah."
of all the
I don't
time
know.
Tony like just being so hard-headed with his confidence. Like I just don't think Tony's gonna fake an injury. Like he's gonna think he can kick it.
well, you know, like, okay,
He
Tony's not
also-
here, but I would say it if Tony was here. You know, it's all a front, right? Like you do understand that this bravado
know.
and
I don't think-
overconfidence
think
is
it
really insecurity he's
it's
masking,
not
correct?
just on show. I
Whoa.
mean, it's not just on show though. He's a confident dude.
No, but I think that like he had already locked in the under because
Why
your
are we
dad,
talking
your
about
dad
this
had put it
guy?
at 1.5. It was already locked
You guys
in.
have spent a lot of time on
It's crazy.
Tony and Love
Hey,
Island.
can I ask you a question, Jess? Just
Me?
based on social media and things that I've
Yeah.
seen. And I was talking to Cougs out there about it because I didn't know. I'm not a New Yorker. I don't know about this.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, New Yorkers just like rent yachts and go out on the river for like lovely evenings.
Yeah, basically everyone does it. No, this is another Lehman being a longtime New Yorker situation. Their like close family friend is a charter boat captain and has been a boat captain for like years on these huge commercial boats. Now he does like smaller boats. So that was like a friends and family situation. So we went out on a
Picturesque, I'd
boat.
call that a video.
It was awesome. It was really
So he
cool.
just stole somebody's boat and you guys just went out on it for the
No,
night?
not at all, Mike
Okay.
Fuentes.
Well, I mean,
Not-
that's what it looks
not-
like. You said he's a captain. You
I mean,
didn't say he
there was
owns a
It's
boat.
called
you know?
it's called Private Yacht
was gonna say,
Siren
there
if
was
you
a-
want to book a trip.
There was a company tagged in the
So
boat.
he stole the boat from the company so you guys can go on.
You're
no,
not
this is
following
like
along at
this
all.
is a business that Lee's family is like involved
okay.
in.
Oh, the business.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
They're investors.
yeah. They're just like
they do something. Yeah, gotcha.
Lehman's family. They've always just been living in New York, trying to figure out whatever side hustle they could do. They owned like a Subway 50 years ago when like Subway was just coming up. Like
Oh, I
his dad makes.
I thought a Subway with trains.
Yeah, you got like his family
No,
owns
like
the
a
D
Subway-
train.
No, I thought it was
His
like
family
this
owned like the
station.
first Subway.
Metro
in-
Lewis.
I thought
in
the same
Manhattan.
thing.
I,
I thought the
didn't
same
know
thing.
those stations were privately owned. That's
No,
I
like,
thought the same exact thing.
they owned the
What?
first Subway subs in Manhattan. But apparently
Wow.
they were too early on
I don't
the
know what
trend,
I'd rather
so-
have.
What do they do now?
His dad makes cabinets. He's a carpenter, and his
Oh.
mom has like a
So is
regular
Jesus.
corporate job. Yeah.
Just a fun fact.
Yeah, they're just hard. They're just like hardworking folks, always trying to find some other like business venture.
You make
and
them
it
sound
benefits-
kind of like gypsies. I don't know. I don't think we could say
No,
gypsies
not at
anymore.
all. I mean, they're like fourth generation New Yorkers. Like this is like if you live in New York long enough, you meet people that kind of like have these weird connections in places. And yeah, Lehman's dad has a lot of like weird and his mom a lot of weird connections and have done a lot of like strange jobs, and it's very convenient for us because we get to do cool stuff like go on boats, but we also get cabinets made for us for free. Well,
Nice.
not for free, but for cheaper.
Wait, Dad charges you for the cabinets?
We have to pay for
The supplies, I would think. Yeah, right.
He's not gonna just like pay for it. That shit's expensive. But yeah, so
Do you ever show him the videos that we talk about the people repurposing old cabinets? He's like, oh, child's play. This is so sloppy. Shoddy work that they're doing here.
Wow.
no, not at all. I'm sure
You
he
should
would be
start-
flattered that we're even mentioning him.
You should start a TikTok for his dad's like cabinet company and put like the before and after stuff on there. People love that stuff. Is his dad a character at all?
His dad is, I would say, the number one character of any character that I have ever met.
Oh my God.
Sounds like he's prime for a TikTok. account.
Exactly
Yeah,
right.
for real.
Especially where he's
He is
doing
the
cool stuff.
Definition of a character, Billy Gill.
Wow.
Wow.
Sometimes
I
that
will
means
not-
sometimes that means you don't want to put a microphone in front of him.
No, he's not like
Oh.
he's not in a
No, I'm
bad
just-
way
I-
at
I've-
all.
I'm
But
just saying.
he has a very
Closet
very
Personal
racist,
is that
yeah.
through
Racist.
personal experience, Chris?
Misogynist. What?
When
Yeah,
I hear
right.
that description of an older person, sometimes I'm not doing that to Jess.
No, his parents are lifelong New York Dems, Chris.
Nice.
They're
Huh.
I was
They're
thinking more
not-
like your own dad. I was
Wait,
a little
whose
regret.
dad's a racist?
Yeah, who's
What's
Oh,
happening?
not
Greg's.
all right. Maybe I'm slow, but I was trying to make a joke about
Jeremy
I
is
was gonna
so
say
out of
that
sorts.
He has his father has a very thick Brooklyn accent, and he could just be saying
What you talking
hello,
about?
and it's hilarious.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I remember that one time I almost met Lehman's parents when I stumbled out of bodega in the Grove
Yeah,
drunk
oh,
and it was
man.
pouring rain and
Wow.
I
they were
wish you
looking
would talk to
they
them.
were looking at the menu and I don't.
boy.
I was just I don't know what
You
was
seem
going
embarrassed.
What's
Must
It
not
was-
be-
it
I know,
was
but he's
embarrassing.
eager to share the story at the
It
same
was
time.
embarrassing. No, because we had mentioned it before once on Mystery Crate, and I just came out. But like right when I walked up, pouring rain. They're eating on the sidewalk. As I'm like saying hello and introducing myself, the waiter is also like explaining the menu to them. So it's like this weird thing where I'm trying to run. I'm a little intoxicated.
When was this for brunch?
This is a long time ago. This is
It was dinner, I want to say, in like
yeah.
February or March.
yeah. It was like
Near the end.
happy hour times on a Saturday. Yeah, right. Yeah, I think she had already said that she was leaving and everything.
You
so.
mentioned TikTok. I've been texting Fuentes that I think we should turn Mystery Crate into just interviewing people who have insane followings for like the dumbest things.
If I just start sending out DMs, how many people do you think I could get?
I mean, there's this one guy who has like hundreds of thousands of followers, and all he does every day is he documents what he eats at work. And it's just like, I eat yogurt.
Oh, Chris, I've seen this guy.
The
And
guy he
it's
does
like
is
the
like
most
lime
boring.
water.
Yeah.
It's like water. And then I eat yogurt. And then I have avocado and ground beef. And then I have
It's
my
super
second,
mundane,
my
but
second
it's-
coffee of the day. And he reacts. The thing that gets me, annoys me, every sip of coffee, he's like,
Yeah, why? Yeah, he does that for everything.
and it's just like, and
Like
but
in-
I'm telling
in
you,
Curb Your Enthusiasm, Susie.
each post has like 15,000, 20,000 likes,
Nice
and I'm just
reference.
like, what? Why? And I want to talk to the guy.
Well, what would you be like? What would you do if you could just
I honestly often
be famous
think,
for not having
I
any
often
abilities?
think I could do what this guy's doing. A lot more interesting than what he's doing.
Why don't you
Why
do
don't we do
it
it tomorrow? Why don't we do it tomorrow?
All right.
What are you going to do?
That's
your
the
sandwiches?
thing, Chris. You just have to do it.
I
I
know.
feel like you could do a review of the lunch that you get at work and breakfast every single day, 30 seconds long. Eventually, you get a following.
Do you remember
Why
the
not?
idea I pitched probably a year or two ago?
No.
For me, that I had an idea because everyone's doing this thing of like reviewing stuff. You know, Portnoy's got the pizza. There's burger review. Like, I you don't remember this? I'm gonna
I don't
say it.
know
And you're
what
gonna
you're-
remember it.
Sure.
Elevators. Now you
Oh.
remember.
I remember it.
I
think
want to
I
go
remember.
around.
I think I do remember
and I
that.
want to ride
And then
elevators.
we ask you like, okay,
I remember this.
I
you
wanna
have like
listen-
4 you could do, and then what?
Well, just no.
I remember
I'll give
Chris.
every
Yeah.
elevator a rating between 0 and 10, and I assess it. I assess the buttons. I assess the doors. I assess the bounce
The
when you
speed.
move, and it's just all of a sudden I would have people reaching out to me. Hey, come to my elevator. Come to Italy. We have the best elevators. And all of a sudden I'm traveling. I'm like this TikTok connoisseur. I'm the elevator guy.
don't think
people
it'd be an
people
all of a
go
sudden
around and they're
thing.
like,
I
have
wonder
you
if
been in
this
my
already
elevator?
exists.
Yeah,
I'm sure
look
it
it up.
does.
Well, now I said it out loud.
Every
Bleep
niche,
elevator.
every niche is taken.
so nobody knows.
Bleep
Bleep
elevator.
elevator. You know, I went when I was in Spain. The one time that I was in Spain,
Bad elevators.
it was like a lift or whatever, but it was like the ones where you like have to pull like the gate
Oh, I
closed.
don't think I've ever been in one
It
of
was
those.
like so small.
It
It
has
was
a
like
name.
you're,
So spooky.
It has a name, doesn't
you were
it?
standing like in a
lift. You
box,
said lift.
basically.
Lift, yeah.
Yeah, but it was like it
Chris.
fit maybe 2 people
Someone
in
does
it.
Dang. If they're doing it, it's because they stole my idea a couple years ago.
You know what I'm getting targeted on now, like on TikTok and Instagram or whatever, is like the dads that they pretend to be influencers just to embarrass their children and their families.
I love that.
Where they're in the middle
Yes.
of like a restaurant, like, "Hey gang," and they're like screaming at the top of their lung, and their
you
children are just mortified by their
Have you seen the
behavior.
guy who's sitting on the toilet when his kids show up from the school bus and he's reading a magazine?
Yeah. No.
So good.
Jess, I missed it. Real fast. Tell me what it is.
This guy has done elevator reviews, but it looks like he gave up in 2022.
Good.
So.
You're back.
Ooh, what if he
Jack.
died in an elevator accident?
And then we'll be right back.
Billy.
Sorry.
This episode of Mystery Crates brought to you by DraftKings. DraftKings, the crown is yours.
Well, you sounded very enthused.
Right?
Yeah.
It is yours.
It is. It's yours.
You know what I was just thinking, Chris? Is
What, Jeremy?
For the
Jeremy's off today.
You know,
so he
okay.
didn't need that.
You know what?
He really didn't need that.
I was going to say this earlier, right? And Jeremy is so polite and such a nice guy.
We've broken him here, though,
Yeah,
for sure.
but when he yells, it's so non-threatening. Like he was yelling at somebody for not letting a joke lay, and I was like, Jeremy,
like you mean his like?
yeah,
when
his
he's doing
actual
the-
like his anger, like
That's
show.
his showman.
Yeah, it's
anger,
his
though.
show anger. I'm sure.
I bet he's got an actual
Dude,
angry.
I do
yell.
not.
It kind of reminds me of like when Jerry Seinfeld would get like
Yeah.
mad in Seinfeld and he was like the worst actor.
What are you
and he'd be,
doing?
like, Smiling the entire time.
He's like laughing through his anger.
Yeah.
But
What is that?
I can't even.
Of course, Dan. It was the third time I did it.
I can't imagine what would have to happen for Jeremy to legit be pissed off. Like
I bet we could ask his wife.
murderous rage Jeremy. I don't
I
want
mean,
to
I
see.
feel like it happens at work every day. He just represses it.
Yeah,
till he gets
exactly,
home.
yeah,
Right.
Jess used to sit next to me, so she knew the truth.
Yes, but eventually it'll come out on somebody for something. I hope I'm not around when that
You don't
happens.
remember
No.
that meeting a couple weeks ago?
I'm pretty
Some
good.
people can regulate their emotions though, and not eventually
Yeah.
blow up
Right.
and kill people.
Like
Yeah, I
Jeremy's not one of those.
Yeah.
so-
Yeah, I just blow up at myself.
No, you just do what every normal male does. You just hold it inside until one day
No, I go to therapy.
No,
that's
that's true.
pretty much
Yeah,
what it is.
how's that
I'm supposed-
going?
Well, I'm supposed to have therapy this afternoon, and I really would rather sleep. So
Mike is explaining the unhealthy way to deal with
Right.
it. Jeremy is
Yeah.
saying
I found
that's
the
not
way.
only
Another way,
Healthily handle
another
it.
option that I do once a day: go in your bedroom, scream in your pillow.
you know, what I really used to want to do.
I do deep breaths in the car, like a lot.
I used to want to. Maybe this is. I used to want to
Safe
like.
space.
I wanted to take a baseball bat and like hit a tree to where I
Remember
would
when we
know.
went to that rage room?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I want that. Like that's what I wanted a lot growing up, which is why I'm in therapy now. Is
Were you there for the rage room?
No.
No, yeah.
It was
It was
weird.
scary.
Weird?
It was weird. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's kinda
weird. It seems like something that would be kind of weird
Yeah.
to do with your coworkers.
Very loud.
It was very loud.
Did that even ever come out?
did
What
we
did
hear
we
that?
do
edited
that
it,
for?
yeah. It's on YouTube.
Fun.
All right.
Yeah.
Sure.
don't-
Hey, go
thanks-
check out
thanks.
the YouTube. Find it.
So you know what
somewhere.
I was
Rage
thinking
Room.
about, Chris?
What?
Is that the way that you were saying like, oh, I think I could do that guy's job. Do you think that that's what's about to happen? Because it used to be that people would say that about what we do, like sports radio, like, oh man,
I said I could do the TikTok? That
yeah.
kind of-
And do you think that that's the new, like, oh, I could do that? Is TikTok creator versus
Yes.
what used to be like sports radio host or whatever like that? Because it's like we are in the field that most people used to say like, oh man, I could just watch sports and talk about it.
Well, they do it.
Yeah, I mean,
they were
yeah,
right.
Yeah, they're on TikTok
They're
now.
right, I know.
Yeah.
All right.
They might not be
so-
successful,
yeah,
but
So
they're
then
great.
I'm
Yeah.
also
TikTok
right.
too. Yeah, people are right about TikTok too. I mean, there's 1,000 people on TikTok, just no one wants
Good.
it.
Anybody
Awesome.
can do it. It's just can
No,
you
you're
do it
right.
well?
This is a celebration of Jeremy.
Thank you.
Exactly.
You
Mike
were
Hey, you're
Ward.
right.
right.
Yeah, Jeremy was
Yeah.
right.
You were right.
You were right.
Woohoo.
You were right.
Thanks.
Right.
What's your most replaceable quality?
Ooh.
Yeah. Like, what is the thing that you're least special at that anyone can replace you doing?
Basically,
This is
everything.
a deep question.
I
Basically,
can give
everything.
you
is.
the opposite for Jeremy.
Okay, yeah, do that.
He's got a very low threshold for saying no to people. So he'll do a lot for you. He'll help you out. And that's hard to find in people.
Honestly,
Thank you.
Shouldn't be
honestly,
taken advantage of.
I legit
Yeah.
find it very
It should or
impressive.
shouldn't be taken advantage of.
Should not,
Should
but
not
it
be.
is.
Unless it
People
benefits
will,
you,
but-
then.
I'm
like,
guessing.
Unless you're moving or need to
I'm
be
guessing.
picked up from the airport.
But
then.
it is very impressive when Jeremy like turns around one of those parody songs in like 20 minutes.
What are we doing?
I'm just
Thank
saying.
you.
That
No,
is-
this
that
is
is
all
good.
very nice.
Oh, you're
but-
dying.
Yeah, I feel like I'm at my own funeral.
Sorry to tell you.
Thank you. That's very nice of you, both of you.
I got nothing.
I think in terms of replaceable, I mean,
Do you think you could review elevators better than Chris?
no. I
Really?
see. Like, I don't think I'm honestly like I. One thing that I don't think of me, I know, and it's like haha because the show, but I have to like work really, really, really hard to try to make things funny. And that is not the deal with the rest of our show. Like that comes so
here's-
You'll
second
get
nature
there.
to you
You'll
guys.
Here's
get
something,
there.
Jeremy. It would be
I
very
keep trying.
easy to
You'll get
replace
there. You'll
you
find
with
it.
someone with your exact taste in music.
Oh yeah, no, I have a pretty standard.
I would
taste
say
in music.
style too, but Dan's been jacking that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we?
So then, yeah.
Over the last year,
Dan's
What
using
Dan
one of
wore,
those box services,
what Dan
right?
wore on Wednesday, he got from your closet.
I mean, I own several shirts that look exactly like that. I am so done with Dan being dressed exactly the way that I have dressed
I think
for a
that
long
means
time.
his
I'm
wife
trying to
likes
pivot
how
a
you
little bit.
dress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it's an example of like, oh, just that.
yeah.
Well, so that I'm confused. What exactly message is being sent? Is it you're dressing like a
No, it's
mid 50s man?
no. I do think that there's a range.
you have a class to your style.
Well, obviously.
no, that's
He
what
dresses
that's
like a very, very business casual kind of genre. It's a little bit more casual than business casual, I would say.
It's because of where he
that-
works. I bet. Like if
Are
he
you talking
was
about
at-
Jeremy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah,
Well,
if I
and-
worked
and Dan.
not here,
Right.
Yeah.
I would dress better.
This is
I wonder what
Jeremy.
he wears on the weekends.
Jeremy?
Yeah.
The same stuff.
I saw he had like a day trip not too long ago to New York with
Yeah.
with his wife.
Couple
and he
plays.
was wearing like slacks or something. It was like gray,
I
like
broke
kinda,
out some kind of puffy pleated pants. Hadn't worn those before.
It was-
and, a little oversized on purpose, trying to.
Yeah.
See,
Step
I
out.
would say that everyone except Jeremy wears athletic wear to work.
Yes.
Hey.
Jeremy and Dan wear one step nicer than that.
There's a reason for it though. Like, you know.
What's the reason?
Yeah,
'Cause,
what's the
like you're
reason?
gonna
There's
go
no-
hoop afterwards?
No, I'm gonna go to the gym, and there's no point in dressing
can't
nice.
change?
No, but nobody here dresses up for anything.
I
So
don't
why,
like
why would
that.
I do it?
I used to dress up every day when I went into the
I wear
studio.
pants. I haven't worn shorts in a really long
It's
time.
just bringing all the clothes just to change. When I'm just going to be sitting in a desk, I'm not going to be seen. What's the point of doing it?
There's
You
such
are currently being seen. You're on camera.
Today, yes, but let's not.
Well, that's different though. I think we are talking more the on-air side of it. I think
No,
because it's like
I yelled at
yeah.
Tony about
Is
this
this
the
to see
other
yourself
day.
out of the conversation for Fuentes for you, Jeremy? What are you doing?
Yeah, I
here?
should. Like,
Why are you like being mean to Jeremy?
I would
Yeah,
understand,
fuck
but
you,
but it's
Mike.
true though.
Whoa.
It's true though. Like even after I said all those nice things, this piece of shit. Now all of a sudden he's gonna turn on me.
Right.
But like I told Tony, you should not wear athletic wear all the time because you're on camera every day. You should dress a little bit better.
Yeah, remember when he dressed like a slob for that NFL draft
All the time.
watch along that we did?
Oh, that's didn't he have sandals on?
Everyone, he was wearing slides and
Billy had a suit
shorts,
on.
like
Billy
shorts,
had a
like
suit on.
halfway up his thigh. It was like,
What?
dude,
Awesome.
Yeah.
it was the craziest thing that he decided to wear, knowing that he was going to be like talking.
especially because he like normally in that scenario will go all out.
We talked about suits beforehand too, and he came.
I mean, look at him at the Super
polar
Bowl.
opposite of
Yeah,
that.
that's what I was just thinking of the
Remember when he wore
Super
to the
Bowl.
Super Bowl?
What did he wear at the Super Bowl?
Like, remember he had like a mint coat?
Yeah, that giant.
Oh, yeah, but
coat
he's just
and
kind of a clown.
turtleneck.
Just there's such a low bar set for what I wear that today I just wore red Converse, and it got like multiple people like, whoa.
Well, I was gonna say something too, but I didn't want to be an asshole. I'd be like, oh my god, Billy, you matched your shoes with your top. This is
yeah,
this
it
is a
wasn't even this.
breakthrough.
It was like another. Yeah, it was like this
I mean,
one.
Converse is much more in the type of clothing that Jeremy and Dan would wear
Yeah.
than
Yeah.
what you guys normally wear.
That's right.
I can't wear them again because I have another pair of Converse that are giraffe print. But I can't wear those now because then it's going to be like, oh, he's a Converse guy now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like
You gotta
in
wait
4
at
or
least
5
2 weeks.
years,
Not
yeah,
2
I'll
weeks, I
see
think
you
you're
guys
good.
maybe in some Converse that look like giraffe print. Anyways, couples who don't fight is not a problem, according to Mike Fuentes, who says this is an unpopular opinion.
It's true. I mean, everybody thinks that all because couples don't argue, they have like some underlying thing, and like it's like couples are supposed to argue. I'm like, are they? I don't know.
I don't. Yeah, I mean,
I don't think that's true. Like,
also, how do you define a fight? Is a fight
That's
when
true,
you're
too.
like screaming at each other and like really angry, or is a fight just like we disagree on something and we're both pissed off, but then it sort of ends?
If I ever have like 3 weeks in a row where I'm like, man, me and my wife haven't, like, I'm never like, man, I gotta
pick a fight.
gotta
gotta
work
tell
in a
her
fight,
ass
dude.
something.
I gotta
Yeah,
get pissed about something.
Yeah, you know what?
I'm kind of with Mike Fuentes. Me and Lehman aren't really fighters.
No, I'm sure there's like some passive aggressive
He's
stuff
saying that you
happens.
should fight.
No, I'm saying you shouldn't.
No,
I'm
he's
saying the
saying you
opposite.
should.
Because everybody likes to say, "Oh, couples that don't fight, that means they don't communicate enough."
That means
and
there's
all
no
that stuff.
passion.
Yeah, exactly.
it's the
And I don't
opposite,
think that's true.
actually.
I agree.
Because
I
it's
think
true.
if you're good at communicating, you probably fight a little bit less.
Well, but it's true what you said, Jess. Like, there's like microaggressions. There's like little passive things that happen that are like your fight. Not every fight
Right.
is like I'm screaming at you through the door. You know. So
right. I mean, I know couples that have like real fights. I have not been in one of
and
those.
then the makeup sex is fire.
Oh God.
Inappropriate. Ghosting is fine, says Mike Fuentes.
It's true. That's not what Mike Fuentes says. That's what the internet says. But yeah, just
You just agreed with it.
No,
You
I
agree with
I do
this.
think it's fine.
Ghosting who?
Now,
like and ghosting in general.
I'm pro Irish goodbye, but
No,
I don't know
but
about-
ghosting,
Yeah,
like
me
in terms
too.
of a relationship,
Ghosting?
like in terms of a relationship, like
Oh,
a lot.
that's
but
terrible.
any kind of relationship, like like I'm talking to this guy, I don't really want to mess with him. Just I'm not gonna talk to him.
It depends, I think. Just like every other unpopular opinion.
Yes,
Can we just be respectful and be like, hey, I'm done?
Yeah.
Sometimes like it's not
You know that's not how that
a
works.
significant enough experience that you need to declare you're leaving, you know?
that's
Right.
one of the funniest things in rom-com when like they have these breakups where the guy is basically like, well, this is over, and they walk away, never hear from that person again. It never works like that. Never, ever, ever.
Why is sleeping so hard when it's something we have done all our entire lives?
Who's it hard for?
What a weird. This is you.
Is
You,
it, yeah,
you wrote this.
Isn't it hard? Don't you guys find it like
it's
hard,
hard
to
for you to
sometimes?
sleep?
It's probably the best thing I do.
You've
Yeah,
sleep
Yeah, I'm
better than anything?
irreplaceable in
I-
regard to sleep.
You sleep a full
I
8
take-
hours every night.
Not 8 hours. I don't go. I stay up later than I probably should. But when I decide I'm going to sleep, it takes me like 6 minutes.
You never
tops
have
to
a
fall asleep.
you never have a random wake up in the
Oh,
middle of
yeah.
the night. You never have anxiety keeping you up. You never have any kind of issue.
I'll have to get up to pee.
That's normal.
I'm never like. No, I mean obviously there are outliers. Are there times like where it takes me 10 minutes and I'm thinking about something? Sure, but in general, it's one of my
Oddly, Mike,
it's one of my greatest strengths.
My like if I'm anxiety, I have a lot of
weed also
anxiety. But if I have anxiety, I just normally carry that through the day. And if I have
That's
a lot of
good.
anxiety at night, then it almost makes me sleepier.
Really?
Because I think my body
Wears
just
you out.
That's
it just
weird.
exhausts me.
Do you have
and then I'm-
nightmares?
Not often.
Huh.
I'll like have a nightmare every once in a while. I had a really weird. You guys ever have a dream that like sticks with you for several days. Like you can remember the details
Like
of
a
it
good
for
one?
a few
No.
days. No, like good or bad. That happens to me probably 2 or 3 times a year.
Like
where
that time you kept telling us you went to a baseball game with an old woman, and we were like, "You've been at work every day. What are you talking about?"
I have been here every day.
I had a weird dream last night, Jer Bear.
What was that?
You guys ever have a dream that you have to pee and then you wake up and you're like, I have to pee?
Have
Yeah.
you ever had that dream and you wake up and you're like, "Woo,
I
a
pissed
little
myself.
bit got out."
Not since I was like 4, I think.
You know what happens sometimes with that one is like, and I don't think that you would experience this because I think this is specific.
What are you about to reveal here?
No, there's been that time that you have that thing where like I have to pee, and then you're like I'm at a urinal, and you're like, wait, I'm not at a urinal.
Oh, wait.
Like
Why is my
Then you
leg
have
so
to
warm?
run, get to the bathroom quick. This is an alarm, emergency.
That must be a thing because I have some friends that in drunken
Yeah,
stupors
yeah,
have
friends.
woken up. No, I've never done this.
Sure.
We always talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll say
100%.
names. I'll name names.
Joey.
Yeah, Joey.
Classic Joey.
My friend
Joey. It's always
He's always a
He's
Joey.
pissed on it. I woke up to him once pissing on a keyboard.
What?
Yeah, it wasn't
That
at
is
my
not
house.
what I was describing
Like a
at all.
piano?
No, but it's like he
Or-
woke up. He was so drunk that he just like.
So he was sleepwalking
he
too,
got
then?
up and he like went over to like my buddy's computer, and all of a sudden we all woke up into the sound
that kind of keyboard.
Joey peeing on a keyboard.
Well, we're going to go to the bathroom and be right back.
All right.
P-board.
It's time for You
You betcha.
Which is brought to you by DraftKings. DraftKings. The
Should we
crown
let Jeremy
is
leave? He's
yours.
tired.
Is he?
I'm good.
I really don't
Jeremy,
want
go
him to
home.
drive
I'm
like
fine.
that. To be honest,
like
with
I promise you
like
guys,
I'm
I'm
actually
not-
worried about
Are you
him.
on the train today or you drove?
No, I
No, he
don't.
drove.
Oh, because you came from
Yeah, because I had
Yeah.
to leave my car at the airport and it was the whole thing.
Well,
All right. In that case, drive the rest of the show. Go.
yeah, go ahead. Figuratively drive, so that way you're ready to drive later.
You were just saying something about
You betcha.
a
Yeah, You Betcha. I'm
Yeah,
doing
you were
You
saying
Betcha
something
right
about
now.
You Betcha. Why don't you go ahead and do that?
Okay, I'll do You
That's
Betcha.
me driving.
So we're
You
gonna
two,
take a
You
break
Betcha.
from betting the NFL. We're gonna stay on the MLS. Inter Miami coming off a big loss. I haven't done an Inter Miami bet in a while.
Off a big loss.
Yeah, 5-3 in the midweek. So this Saturday they play the New England Revolution, one of the worst teams in the league. We're gonna take this is a pre-made DraftKings parlay. We're gonna take Inter Miami money line. Both teams to score because Miami once again can never defend, and over 3.5 goals. No specific goal scorers. That's bit me a few times. So Inter Miami money line. Both teams to score over 3.5 goals plus 222 at the time of recording. That's You Betcha.
You betcha.
I feel like I owe. Not I feel like I owe. I do owe Jeremy an apology, and I feel bad
For what?
for just kind of the way that this week went for you with your trip to watch the Yankees and the Red Sox game, and a joke that I made that then turned into kind of like the story of how this whole thing played out.
Yeah.
Oh, insinuating that I was sleeping with Jane Levy?
I didn't say all that. That's wild.
I feel like-
I didn't go that far.
I feel like her leaning into the joke gives us more.
I don't think
more of a
she's
runway.
aware of the joke at all. I
No,
think that
I think
she's
that's
just a
just her
sweet
personality.
person, and she just says things like "this cute boy."
Yeah.
like I think that's just the way she talks about people,
Uh-huh.
and it is accidentally making the situation worse
Yeah,
for Jeremy.
she has no
especially on the
idea.
internet.
Yeah, she has no idea that she is leaning into something that happened on the show.
Yeah, did you
And
see-
She's just like, oh, I'll do anything for a cute boy. She's a 70-plus-year-old Jewish woman.
Got a
Yeah.
good
Call yourself
personality.
cute.
I mean, yeah. I mean, what she called me cute.
That's the point
in a
here.
video.
She did that.
Oh, okay.
No, but he was happy to run with it.
Look at me.
Yeah, he's like, I'm a cute
I am
boy.
cute. Look at me.
You're not disagreeing.
Yeah.
No,
also, I mean,
cute's the way I would describe myself.
boy's a stretch for you at this point too.
Yeah, now I'm 30.
Yeah.
But to a 73-year-old.
What the fuck does
I
that mean?
think I
Boy.
go handsome for cute.
What do you mean? What
Thanks.
does that mean? Do you still
Le-
refer to yourself as a cute boy, Mike Fuentes?
Lehman.
No, but it's just rude that there's an age limit on being cute. I don't think that's
No, it's not cute. It's he's not a boy anymore. He's a
Yeah.
man. Look
well,
at
to
him.
her,
She
to
says
her-
boyo.
Yeah, but to her,
Hey,
it'll
boyo.
always be a boy.
Well, Spanish. That's about
Boyo,
it.
that means the wrong thing. You don't want to.
Yeah, you don't want to
talk
say
about
that in the wrong.
What does it
Okay.
mean?
What does it mean?
It's an off-air
I'll
thing.
give you guys the
I
internet.
just learned.
Yeah.
I just learned what Mahomes means.
Hey, Lehman.
Yeah,
Hey, Lehman.
Hey,
And
Lehman.
they're saying hi.
You guys got to be more
Yeah.
subtle.
No one's watching it. He wasn't
Hey,
on
there he
camera.
is.
Hey,
Now
hey,
he is.
Lehman.
Good, Lehman.
Yeah, there he is.
There he is.
Yeah,
Okay.
Danny,
Bye,
click on the
Lehman.
trigger as always.
You just said Mahomes?
Isn't Mahomes something in Spanish?
No.
Mahone,
Mahomes,
which means
something.
shit.
Like yes, I mean, it was-
No.
Nice.
Yeah, piece of shit. Boyo, I'm not gonna say.
All
That's
right.
not a good
We'll just
one.
skip over that. And me and
Yeah.
Jess are
Guys,
gonna-
earlier Lee was mouthing to me, plug the boat. Plug the boat.
nice.
There you go. We did.
Why is it sinking? I don't get it.
Good one.
Well, she probably heard. He probably
Booze.
heard the conversation about it. He's like, if we're gonna talk about it, let's go. Get in there. Get in there with that plug ski.
Exactly.
So me and Jess were. This is actually going back to last mystery crate. We were talking about how society has run amok with protein obsession, and the other day I'm on Instagram, and then I go to Starbucks, and they have protein, like, lattes now.
That's awful.
And yeah, so I got this quote from the global chief brand officer for Starbucks, and it says, "We're focused on modernizing our menu with innovative, relevant," and then here's a key word that I know Jess is going to jump on: hype-worthy products.
Ooh.
He sent you that. He sent you that quote.
No, I did some research, and as a job, I produce things.
It was confusing.
The CEO watched Mystery Crate and he's like, "I need to get."
It was confusing when you said I got a statement from. He thought that you meant that you
heard your episode,
reached out.
and now we've
That would have been good reporting.
Journalism.
It would have, but it says hype-worthy products, where and this like supports Jess's argument that this whole protein thing is just a fad that everybody's trying to jump on now.
So ridiculous.
Yeah, and Burger King too in Brazil, you can now get a scoop of whey protein in all your milkshakes. Yeah.
You okay? That's a bit much.
And the answer to your question of why the hell are postseason baseball games on in the middle of the afternoon is because they want them to all have their own slot, and they're all throughout the day.
Is it awesome?
But they don't think, did they all have their own slot yesterday?
Well, like they overlap.
They're staggered a little bit,
but they
yeah.
do that
Okay.
basically.
Instead of like 3 hours apart, they're like 2 hours apart. So one's ending when another one's starting.
Got it, okay.
And that's just the afternoon
Bro,
game.
but you don't like right now. Like we end the show and there's ball
because
on.
everybody works in media.
But
and
it's
has
like
the time
that.
to just watch
But
games.
dude,
in the middle of the day.
everyone who cares about the game can have it on their phone on their.
When the
It's like a
Marlins
wild
like
card round.
when they won the World Series in 2003, like they were having like 1 o'clock games.
No, I
against the
believe it.
Giants.
Several of
I believe
those.
it.
Yeah.
I believe
I'm
it.
staying
I
home
think
if
it's
It happens. Like they basically are like, if you care about your team, you're gonna take the day off from work and you're gonna go to this game. You're
It's
gonna
also
I was
like-
in high school at the time. There's no way I was going to do that.
But think about
What do you
March
mean?
Madness.
in 2003,
Yeah.
I was in high
A
school.
rookie.
It's
Yeah,
kind of
what did you learn in high school that you're still using in your everyday life?
Because I knew that back then. If that was an argument for me to miss high school, I would have gladly used it.
Honestly,
My
like
parents let me miss high school for some games.
And
no,
now
we know.
look where you're at now.
Yeah, we get it. Honestly, if I ever,
like for playoff games.
Yeah.
What a dismissal of Chris.
I think that
Someone put that in the Suey's folder.
I think that like kids are way too stressed out with stuff that honestly ends up not being all that meaningful. Like
Billy, I couldn't agree with you more.
I
Yes.
see kids in like high school or whatever that it's like, and I think back to like my own time, I was like so stressed out about like this chemistry test and this, and that was like the biggest thing in the world. And I was like so anxious and like overwhelmed and whatever. And it's like, man, I wish someone would have told me, like not told me, because you have to obviously have a balance, right?
Tried to tell you.
Where you tell the kid like, hey, like this is important now, but big picture, like this isn't all that important. So like, don't kill yourself over this.
But don't you think it's crazy? Kids get to college and it's like, hey, I know you just turned 18, but you got to make a bunch of decisions now for the rest of your life.
Yeah, that's kinda wild,
that's
too.
nuts, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I do think though that like the one thing that I would have learned or did learn from those moments is like learning how to handle pressure, right? So like if you're putting too much pressure on yourself for an individual test or an individual quiz or whatever, like the difference of an A- or a B+ or like all of those things, it can be too stressful if you don't have the proper perspective. But when you did have like a test coming up and you were behind on learning about it and you needed to cram or a project or whatever, it's like learning how to manage stressful situations without running yourself into the ground or spiraling out of control. Like that's actually what you're learning, not the chemistry, but what you're learning is how to deal with that when
Responsibility.
you get to like the workplace.
Yeah, I
so like,
always
that
said-
was always kind of my big thing.
College is more about how to get things done more than like
Yeah,
you know,
even in
figure
high
out-
school in that
figure out
respect.
problem solving, right? Like because a lot of stuff you can memorize, you know, but it's true. It's just like how can you get this done? But I'll never get over the fact that I'm, you know, just now making my schedule for the first time as an 18-year-old, and they're basically like, well, you got to pick a major that you're gonna, you know, because it's gonna be your whole life forever. And of course, it didn't work out because I'm not doing what I majored in.
What did you major? Well, then you're kind of arguing against yourself. What did you major in?
No, I'm creative advertising, which I'm not doing now.
What does that mean?
Like making ads, doing ad campaigns. It's kind of like marketing without any money.
I saw Jimmy Fallon has a new show that's
What?
like it's called On
Oh,
Brand.
yeah.
It's where existing companies, like common folks, get to pitch ideas for commercials to big companies.
I should apply.
What was your dream? Like if you were doing what you wanted to do?
I have no idea.
You don't know what? Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
no idea. Should have been a fireman.
What?
Should have been a fireman.
Why is that?
Rescue some
Instead of
ducks.
this?
Rescue
Yeah.
some ducks out of
You know,
a drain.
firemen have like stressful lives. Like you have to go into a fire, you see people like are dead and
How
stuff.
often do they
My
go into
brother-in-law's
fires
a
around here?
firefighter.
Yeah.
Okay, but you go to like a car accident, you see like someone's
No,
been
right.
That they
decapitated.
do-
Like
that they
that's
do
very
see.
traumatic.
Oh, jeez.
No, they
Yeah.
actually did like save a life recently, but like it's like you get to do which you don't want to do more of it.
Yeah, of course.
The funny thing is, not the funny thing. These firefighters like do want to do more of it. They
Yeah,
secretly
because their
long for
Super
these
Bowl
calls.
is like a car fire on 95.
That's terrible.
That is true though.
Well, lucky for them, that happens every single
in
day.
Miami, yeah, we definitely lead the league in car fires.
Wait, so you wanted to be an ad person and then you now want to be a fireman?
No, so when I was growing up, my original idea was to be a journalist. I walk into my first journalism class, and they say, "You're not going to make any money doing this." I'm like, "Oh, well, this isn't for me then." So then I quickly dropped that, and I'm like, I just want to do something creative that I can have fun. That's like small copywriting stuff. So I ended up going into advertising, and now I'm here
Because of the money.
because it had more money than journalism, and I couldn't do math for shit.
What did you want to do in journalism? Like, what was your...
No idea.
What was your calling? You just said, I want to be a journalist?
I
do
just,
what?
At the time, I thought I was a decent writer.
Uh-huh.
So I thought.
What would you write?
I don't know.
It is funny.
You don't know what you would write?
No, I don't.
I don't... Okay.
It was
You
also
should be
20
like the
years ago.
copywriter for the protein shakes that they sell. at Starbucks.
Yeah.
It is funny to talk
Well,
to
let's have
like
ChatGPT
my
right now.
daughter about like, hey, because you do the thing, the classic. What do you want to be when you grow up? And it's like changes by the week.
Yeah.
But and you have to like, I fight the urge to like, oh, you sure you want to do that? You know,
Why? What does she say?
Well, like she'll be a teacher. You know, right now she's big into teaching. Which I don't say any of this to her for the record.
Oh.
But in my mind,
you're
I'm
thinking
thinking,
Doing
you
a
know,
bit, folks.
Yeah.
in my mind, and to my wife, I'm like, I kind of want to tell her, you know.
There's nothing wrong with teachers, just for the
No,
record.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. And she's said other
Financially.
things. Just like that. Like, that's the thing. Like, because at this age, let her, whatever she wants to be, you be it. But
Yeah.
in my mind, I'm like,
What do you want her to be?
there's a money factor.
If you get to choose
this.
what it is, what do you want her to be?
You know, if there is, if I'm
Before
doing,
you answer, the correct answer is happy.
No,
Yes.
but
Yes.
not that.
Yeah.
What do you want her to be?
Yeah, come on, who's happy?
That's a
Yeah,
crazy
come on.
standard.
Yeah.
Happy?
Happy? Come on, we're trying to pay
Yeah.
bills.
I
man.
like-
Let's be
I keep
realistic.
trying
Doing
to-
everything I ever wanted to do.
I keep
Happy?
trying to build my mom up. Like, because my mom
Be a
is
lawyer?
like, very successful. She has her own company. So I'm always just like,
Is she gonna be a trust fund kid? Like, is she gonna? Huh? Like, what do you mean, huh? Are you confused?
doesn't that mean I like,
You are.
I'd have to get it first, right? That's how it
That's
works.
what I'm wondering if we're
I
gonna
mean,
skip.
not necessarily. I think they could make her the beneficiary.
That's what I'm wondering. If maybe we skip the
over.
generation.
There's been
and just
threats
gets
on
to
the show
Graceland.
that would be the case
Absolutely
too.
not.
This has already been.
I'm wondering.
already been discussed.
This is already in writing.
Well, but that can be changed. So I'm wondering if she will be like the beneficiary of this because, like, look, we set you up. You have a nice career. You're
Oh,
set. You don't need
with
to
the
do this.
firm? No,
and
I
now it's all going
believe-
to be no. I know for a fact your mother's not going to hand the firm over to you.
It's like-
That's not in
well,
question
no,
here.
not even her. I mean, my mom will step down from the firm and it will keep going.
But you
Chris
do.
Yes.
has not been
What?
participating in all of these PFPI galas
Yeah.
and
For nothing.
various
Galas.
Greg Cody events
Yeah.
to be written out of the will and replaced by Graceland, okay?
Zagak.
Let's just get real here.
I don't know. I mean, you're a bit of an ingrate sometimes.
Chris
I feel
Cody
like
has
Graceland.
endured.
You're looking at the future president of PFPI. So
over Michael.
tread lightly. Yes.
Wow.
Over Michael.
Oh, wow.
You think I have a lack of respect for the
Succession,
family.
but it's the Cody family, and they're arguing over who's the PFPI commissioner when Greg
that's
dies.
so
We
funny.
jokingly every couple of years will like try to like take over. Like, Dad, we're gonna vote here. I'd like to.
But
be-
you're both
I
Kieran
do like
Culkin.
that. Yeah.
For sure, your dad takes that super serious.
You call like an
So mad.
emergency meeting.
He's like, sure. I mean, it'll always be before the.
You
gala.
know what you need to
Dad,
do?
one thing before. We'd like to bring up one thing for the.
What you need to do is like 2 weeks
Billy comes in
before.
and he's Tom Whamsgams.
Like 2 weeks before you like get your whole family together and you have them all like dressed up like to the nines and you have a video and you're like, we'd like to have an emergency meeting of the board of PFPI committee and we'd like to discuss the replacement
Yeah.
and the succession of Gregory P. Cody, and you have a vote where you have everyone vote one of you new president, and then you show him the video of how everyone got together, took it seriously, was all dressed up behind his back, and ousted him.
We would have done this years ago, but my mom, and my uncle are like afraid of my dad. So
Why?
They won't go in on these.
You got it.
hijinks.
You got to do it.
That's
They
amazing.
won't go in on these.
You really
hijinks
have to
with
do it.
Me
It'll
and my
be
brother
fun.
want to do all this stuff, and my mom's like, "I'm not doing that to your father."
She
This
just
is
doesn't
very
want to
important."
deal with like 3 months of him being
Right.
furious with everybody.
It would be great,
would
though.
be.
You got to do it. What's the deal with his horse?
He's got a new one. He
Did that
said the
finally
name of it
happen?
the other day? I forget the name of it.
Yeah, no, Comley is no longer.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Well, no, he's still with us, just not racing anymore.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jeez, thank God.
Yeah.
She had a blood virus.
Lewis Hamilton's dog died. It was devastating.
No.
Yeah, he had a very
Hold
famous
on.
dog named Roscoe.
I was gonna say it had to have like racer or something.
Did Roscoe perish?
Oh boy.
Wow,
That
I like
was.
that.
That's actually.
You're
You
fired.
know what? That's decent.
Yeah.
That's
Get
really good.
out.
Come on. No, I'm not. That's a good one. I know that's a good one. I'm not going to
No.
shy
I
away
wish
from
you
it.
could fly your ass back up here so I could slap you in the face.
I'm gonna, I'm,
myself.
I'm
How
gonna
many
gi- I'm gonna give
times-
you two heavy
Can I,
keys for that.
can I ask you a question? How many times are you going to go to New York and not see your New York friends?
Probably a third
Yeah,
time
thank
too.
you.
Because I
Billy.
kind of feel like
Wait, Billy,
at this point. Yeah.
Can I share with you the presumptuous text message that Jer Bear sent me this
Yeah.
morning?
Absolutely.
You hung. You did get to see a friend.
What time was it at?
He texted me at 11:40.
Right, literally
11:14
seconds
a.m.
before she was on the air with us.
Uh huh.
Yes, correct. Good call, Jeremy. I actually didn't remember that detail. It said, you and Lee should have met me and Taylor at Billy's in the Bronx last night. Parentheses, no, you shouldn't have. But hi, miss ya. Good to see you on the screen.
That's
And
such
then
a.
I said,
That's where now that's.
I said, how would I have even known you were there? Because, spoiler alert, I was not on social media
Well,
a lot
that's why.
yesterday. I've been
That's
quite busy. But,
also
I mean,
so
text your
half-assed. Yeah,
friend.
like
yeah, no,
oh,
it was me
we should've hung
realizing.
out.
It was just me realizing.
No,
like,
that's no.
It was a way to reach out.
You
and
could
say,
have
Yes.
not. You could have not said anything, and I never would have even known you went to New York yesterday.
Yikes!
I
Wow.
was
Yeah, no,
so
it's true.
offline this week.
I think that.
Well,
that,
I'm probably going to do it a third time because I'm supposed to go back up
Do
in
it,
a
I
couple
dare
of
you.
weeks.
You're not invited on the boat. Just
Oh,
kidding.
I would really like to go on the boat.
I have no power in saying that.
Yeah, my wife and I, the trip we took a few weeks ago to go there, we were supposed to go to a concert and a Broadway show on a Friday and a Saturday. And so get up there Friday, leave on Sunday.
Sounds
but
like you
then-
didn't hit Jess up again. That's where I feel like we're going with this.
And then afterwards, like, oh, it would have been great to see
Yeah.
you.
Well, no, so what I'm describing is that I don't remember what weekend it is, and Jess, I'll let you know. But we're going to be up there for another like 36-hour period of flying up, I think, on a Saturday morning.
What are we
and then,
seeing this time?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to see the Broadway show because the Broadway show we didn't end up going.
Why?
We basically ended up
Why?
canceling a night because the guy who's the lead in the show
You got
that
in
we
a fight?
wanted to see. Yeah, we got into just a knockout, drag out.
Whoa.
What, can you
Crazy
just tell
fight.
us what show it is?
What
Hadestown.
happened? What happened?
Oh.
The guy was off or something?
Yeah, so he took a week to not be in the show, and we got to find that out like right beforehand.
You have
so at least
terrible
we-
Didn't that
luck
happen
with
to you?
shows.
Didn't that
Yeah.
happen to you like
Yeah.
twice?
With
last
Leah
year?
Michelle.
Michelle.
Yeah.
Leah Michelle. But that was the night of. So that we had
So do you
planned.
get a refund or you just
So
went to the
we
show?
we sold the tickets because it was just at face value, and
Yeah.
he's not like the same type of name that she is in terms
Yeah.
of a draw to where the tickets would plummet. So we sold those. We canceled our hotel for the one night. We ended up getting a rebate on the flight that we were going to take because it was more expensive to fly out on Sunday than it would have been on Saturday, and so we just ended up rebooking like another one-day trip later down the line that I'm not sure what date it is. But Jess, I'll let you know.
well,
I'd love to see you.
No, but you're not
And Lena.
going to. Why are you even pretending? You're going up for one day to see a show that you have tickets for. You're not going to have any time to see her.
Maybe we can get a drink on the back end.
You're not. No, why does she have to change
Love
her
a
schedule to
back-end
fit
drink.
around?
Well, she
Love a
doesn't have
back-end
to.
drink.
I could just ask my friend.
You're
if she
putting
wants-
all of the pressure.
I am. I'm
No.
putting all the pressure on her. I'm going to
All
be there
the
for a
pressure is
small
on
time
her.
period, and I would love to see her. But
I don't
if,
like
Here's
this.
the thing, Jeremy.
Yeah.
It depends what neighborhood you're in.
and it also depends on
What
it's
borough
what,
we
what game
talking?
is Saturday
He's
night.
not gonna. He's not
Exactly,
gonna reach out
Chris.
to you. It's not in a sincere fashion, anyway.
If you're staying in Midtown, see you next time.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Not
it's
going up
likely.
there.
The Bills in Brooklyn. What was that
See you
last
next
night?
time. Jeez, Louise.
Bills in the Bronx.
Oh, Bronx. Sorry.
So wait. So you hung out with
Billy's.
Taylor?
Yeah, I saw Taylor. It was great.
Was it?
We just shit talk every day.
I saw him Saturday too. He's such a cutie pie.
Was he like?
Love that guy.
I hate Aaron Boone.
Yeah, he was. Oh man, it was not the time you wanted to see Taylor. He was so upset.
I was in the group chat.
Oh
Good
my
golly.
god, he went to the game on his own. He was just him
not
solo.
surprising.
He
Not
told me
and-
that he was going with friends. Now I feel bad.
You know,
Oh,
it was
that's cute.
I asked, I was like,
great.
who are you going to go to the
loved
game
that
with?
he
He
did
lied
that.
because he
Some
wanted you to
friends.
think he's cool.
Yeah.
No, I mean maybe,
Yeah,
or maybe
poor
it just
Taylor.
didn't work out. But either way, he went, and so we met up afterward, and I kind of forgot like how much he genuinely cares.
He was in a jersey, right?
He was, yeah, I think so. He had a hat on. He might have had a hoodie on that was a Yankees hoodie, and then he had a different Yankees mock turtleneck that he had just bought to wear, I think, to Wednesday's game, and a different Yankee hat that he had also just purchased. He was wearing a New York or Nowhere hat when I saw him. Really good hat, by the way.
How
Really,
long were
really
you with
good.
him?
Probably hung out for like, I don't know, an hour, 45 minutes.
Yeah.
It was nice. It was really good to see him. I miss all of you guys who were up in New York.
I mean, not enough to reach out to them. but
That's true.
fine.
Yeah.
No, it's
You're
true.
right, Billy. I rescind my aw.
All right. It is what it is. When's the next time you're going to be in Miami,
Backwards
Jeff?
That's
Never.
Like
Yeah,
a couple
that's
years?
fun.
I was there for 4 years, Jeremy.
National-
Do
Yeah,
I
I
really
get
need
it.
to come
Maybe
back
nat-
already?
National championship game,
My
maybe?
God.
Yeah, you're going to go to the national championship, maybe?
We'll see. It depends.
If Notre Dame's in it, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know if they'll make it that far, but it depends. We'll see. Hopefully. That'd be great. We'll see. Don't love that stadium. You know what I hated the most about Hard Rock? They have like the NFL tailgate rules there. You can't start tailgating till 5 hours before kickoff.
That's
so
crazy.
They have
Yeah, it's bad.
a night game. You can't start tailgating till like 2:30. What
Yeah.
the heck? That's not a college football tailgate. That's ridiculous. Should be ashamed of
Spoilers are
themselves.
rude no matter how old a movie is. I actually agree with this one.
Yeah. You're kind of just assuming that everybody's been given the same amount of pop culture knowledge as you.
So if I tell you who the killer is in Scream,
There's a
you're gonna be
killer
like,
in
"It's
Scream.
rude."
yeah, I mean, I guess if the person's like, no, please don't tell me. I guess it's like all.
well, then
dependent
I
on
wouldn't
that.
do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, would you?
I feel like
They're ghosts.
on our platform, it's better not to, right? Because you can't gauge every person that you're having a conversation with. So there are people listening, and if you just are blurting out the ending of a movie with a twist, it might not be a very nice.
You know
thing to
what?
do.
This is the only podcast on the network that actually takes care in not spoiling things, because
Right.
Mike Fuentes will get on his little microphone and put in a little spoiler warning.
Yeah, I'll put a little message and a
Whenever-
graphic. Yeah.
Yeah, whenever
Love that.
we are about to spoil something, which is very sweet and can't be said for the other shows on this
Wow.
network.
Who edits those? Jeremy?
Yeah, Jeremy, why aren't you doing that on the main show?
Not me most of the time. Well, me a lot of the time.
So where did-
why am I still doing that?
You're the head of editing.
Where did
I am.
I call you.
where did
Editing.
editor?
Editing. Well,
where did things end with you and Jane?
We exchanged texts this morning. Said travel safe, plug the book,
Cute.
and I let her know when I landed
Said,
in Miami.
Bye, cutie.
Did you really? You texted her and
Yeah.
you said I landed in Miami.
I just wanted to let her know I got back safe.
Did she ask for that?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
She said, "Text me when you land."
Yeah, she's an old Jewish woman.
this is
like you
going-
don't understand the neuroses that exist amongst us.
we were joking.
Yeah,
at
tell
the
your
That's
wife.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, tell your
It's
wife
so
to watch out.
friends.
Yeah.
No, you know what was really cool?
Dude, the text me when you land?
Well, I mean, that was what was said yesterday. It was do you got? You might not. Did any of you watch The Paper? Have you even tried to
I've
watch
seen
The
it.
Paper?
not yet. No.
Is it
I've
funny?
seen it all.
Do you know who Alex Edelman is? He's one of the actors. He's the
mean,
you can look him up. But he also does stand up comedy. I really like his,
Yeah, I know this.
Is he the
work.
main guy? The guy that looks.
No,
just like-
he's
Okay.
no, he's like doesn't
a
matter.
nerdy Jewish guy. And so but apparently he is another one of her like 30-something-year-old Jewish male friends, because he did a stand-up show.
Oh, she has a whole harem.
And
Yeah, what's
it's pretty
happening
funny.
here?
No, it made me laugh because it was.
I
Are you being brainwashed?
Yeah.
He's a
I don't
big
know
baseball
if-
fan as well.
Are you being groomed? What the hell?
I mean,
yeah, it's
all right.
kind of.
Now we're going a little.
Yeah, I feel.
I
like
don't
we're
know.
taking
There's a
things
lot
too
of.
far.
There's a lot of.
you literally just
signs
admitted
here.
that she had like a harem of young Jewish
I said
men.
there's two of us.
that's all
What
you
makes the
need.
harem?
But what it was really, it was nice for me to get to meet him because he was at the game and I'm a fan of his work.
Where there's smoke is fire is all we're saying.
You're a fan of his work, are you actually?
Yeah, I think that he's a really talented, bright guy.
I think we've lost the plot.
But yeah, we
here.
have. We've
Yeah.
fully lost the
And
plot.
I'm not even 100% sure.
I don't know
we're
where
talking
there
about
was a
still.
plot.
Billy, are you a scary movie person?
No. Get
No,
out of
not
here.
at all. I didn't
I
figure
hate
you
them.
weren't.
No.
No, because Chris.
What if you read the Wikipedia plot first? Because
Beforehand,
I do
yeah.
that sometimes. Yeah.
No.
To know how
I've
it
lost the
ends,
plot.
so that you don't get scared.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know what's coming.
I just
Exactly.
No.
You know, like
Exactly.
Saw never did anything for me.
Me
like
neither.
I saw a couple of them. I think I saw a couple in theaters, and I was just like, why do I need to see someone like have their body like mutilated? This doesn't really do anything for me.
Yeah.
No, I mean I'm the same way. Like if a movie's gory, it's just whatever. It's not like a big deal. I don't get shocked by it. Like that's why I haven't watched those Terrifier movies, because I heard they're just like a lot of gore. Doesn't do anything for me at all. Now I'm gonna watch like the whole Conjuring universe, because I told myself I'm gonna get like really on the scary movies.
That's why I don't want to watch An Inconvenient Truth. Too much gore.
I said self.
Oh,
I'm really
God.
going to get into some scary
Get him out of
movies.
here.
I mean,
Go to bed.
Yeah. What is your deal today, buddy?
Well,
In fact, now we do want you to drive home tired.
whoa. That's the wildest thing that's been said.
That was a little too much. Even for us who have been joking about his maybe
tired.
inappropriate relationship
Drive
with
tired.
There's no way that Chad Powers is a good show, right? Zero chance.
Someone I know was like, it's funny, and
Really?
I'm gonna have to watch it for myself now.
Yeah.
Where's
because-
it on?
Hulu.
Glenn
said someone-
Powell
yeah.
is just so charming that he can overcome what's inevitably not a good show.
no, but the
No
thing
one
is-
wants to see him not look hot, though.
Yeah,
Can I
so
just state the
You
obvious?
said someone
Ugly
you
makeup.
know.
Crazy.
You said
I'm-
someone you trust.
But that movie, The Senior, right? The one that your dad said he went to the thing where an old man goes back and plays high school
Yes.
football. This is the same exact thing. It's just the guy's still young and goes back to
I
college.
mean, that's an upgrade.
Not really. Like, is it? It just seems like it doesn't make any sense. So from what I gathered from the commercials and reading the synopsis, is he was a quarterback at Oregon that dropped the ball as he was running into the end zone. Oregon, whatever. Lost a national championship game because of it, and now he's like disgraced, known as like a narcissist, like all this stuff. So then he hides
it's Kenny
himself.
Powers.
Yeah. So then he hides himself to go back to a smaller school and win a championship. It's
Okay.
not a great premise
No.
Someone in
because he's still young.
someone
I'm
in
intrigued.
the group chat compared it to said it's a combination of Ted Lasso, Kenny Powers, and White Chicks.
Little bit of Joanna Man, but
I'm
Is that the best? Is that the worst combination of things? I
Right? No,
guess.
that's what I mean.
I'm kind of with Jess, and I know it's probably a rude thing to like hot people out there to be told this, but like it just be hot, okay? Like it's okay. Just your thing is to be hot. Go be hot.
You can say that about men. But
I don't need depth.
There's no such thing as reverse objectification.
No, I'm not saying
yet.
that. Wait,
Not yet,
what's happening
anyway.
here?
Isn't Glenn Powell thought of as an actually good actor though too? On
Yeah,
top
he's
of
like.
it?
Yeah, I
No.
think he's.
he has some good credits.
I've heard that like
No.
he's actually good in the show, and that's what
No.
is that
He's,
like
he's possibly
charming.
not the best actor, but he is a capital M movie star.
Yeah, it
I'll
doesn't
give him that.
hurt.
yeah,
him that
he's
I've
a
heard,
movie
I've
star,
heard
but-
they have like it's a good actor playing like a weird role.
Like here's how I would put it. Adam Driver, who we all consider good looking now,
Weird hot.
weird hot, but wasn't probably thought of as hot in the beginning, so he had to be a better actor to get the same
He was
roles
a
that
very-
Glenn Powell
yeah,
probably gets a
very good
pass on
actor.
because he's so good looking and he can act.
Speaking of people that are both, apparently the Leo movie is phenomenal.
Is it out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw it the other night, but I went in too late and it's 2 hours 50 minutes long, and I was
Yeah,
just
it's
too
long.
Yeah,
and
was
now
just
I live in
tired.
New York,
Saw
so I
it?
can
Yeah, I saw
actually
it. It's
see
good,
it
but I was too
on
tired.
70 millimeter again.
All right, bye.